Bismillah, as-salatu as-salam, Rasulullah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah, we are again with Abdul brother working as hard as he can. He wants to do what he can for our youth, alhamdulillah, especially the Somali community where he's from. He wants to give back, he wants to support them, give them role models, and really give them people to look up to and to, follow a better path and follow the right path. And he knows that if he works hard enough and he invests into what matters the most, there'll be results by the will of Allah. And this is how life works. You get what you invest in, alhamdulillah. Actually, my partner said something interesting. He has like a little saying. He said, poor people buy toilet paper, rich people buy stocks. So really, it's interesting. It's true though, subhanAllah. But anyway, that's life, right? You guys are going to get what you invest in. This is the truth of the matter. You make your own bed. And we live in a society that a lot of times is going to try to give you a lot of excuses to fail. But the truth is that it's on your it's actually on your shoulders, guys. You're the youth. This is your life. And you got to appreciate the fact that we live in a resourceful society. Right? You can go to many countries and it doesn't matter what you become, how hard you work, how smart you are, what effort you put in. There's really not much to work with, guys. I've seen that. And it's a tough situation to be in those places, right? Allah placed us here with resources, man. Some things you just got to put an application for and you get resources. Wallahi, it's unlike anything people can dream of sometimes. Wallahi. But you got to access your opportunity. You have to propel yourself. It's not going to be up to your parents to make sure they're lifting you through the whole entire life and making you find your way. It's gotta come from yourself to want to have the best life you can access, not just in this life, but most importantly the hereafter. Right? I'd rather be poorest man alive ever, tortured soul, most tested human being that ever walked, but let me taste Allah's ease and pleasure the minute He takes my soul. Alhamdulillah, that's what I ask. But I still pray, oh Allah, please give me the best of this life as well. We're humans, right? We'd rather get to Jannah easier rather than harder. That should be the goal, if you're smart. Don't look for a difficult access to Jannah. It's already going to be challenging enough. Ibrahim, alayhi salam, on the day of judgment himself, he's going to scream out when he sees the hellfire raging towards the human beings. Right? Just wanting to grab them and throw it in his mouth, subhanAllah. And the angels are holding back the hellfire with chains. And subhanAllah, he's going to scream out, oh Allah, you promised that you wouldn't punish me on this day. I mean, can you imagine being the friend of Allah, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and he is in that kind of fear, he's feeling that sensation. Do you want anything near or like that at all on any possible platform? You don't. You really don't, honestly. We need to live a life consistently building our akhirah. Right? Every day, one of your rooms is getting bigger and one of them is getting smaller. You have a room in Jannah and you have a room in hellfire. Every day, Jannah is either getting bigger or smaller for you, and hellfire is getting bigger or smaller for you. Why do you want to go through a single day? Imagine if you could see those rooms. How do you think you would act that day? SubhanAllah, if you're actually doing things and you see hellfire just getting bigger and Jannah getting smaller, do you really want that? Think about that, guys. So, why should you join the MSA? I've pretty much stated it, not in so many words, but now I'll basically give you direct advice about what it will do for you. And it's a shield, really. The MSA is simply, it's a shield for you while you're in the roughest, toughest possible environment you probably will ever face, perhaps. Allahu Alam. At a time in your life when you really have your hormones are raging, and this is the toughest time for you guys to hold tight. It's not going to be easy. You can hear the music, right? And it's beating against your dorm room, right? It's beating against your apartment window, and the people are screaming, and the alcohol is being, consumed. And, I used to hear this stuff when I was in Pullman. I used to wonder, how are the youth going to resist this? They could literally hear all of this activity. How can they sleep, right? And I felt always bad for them. I really did. The MSA is what helped me. Alhamdulillah, it was a shield. It gave me something to be involved in that gave me a satisfaction. It gave us a happiness. We had a spiritual night, right? On Saturday night, specifically on Saturday night, right? Let's go to the masjid. Alhamdulillah, it gave me a community of people that were Jannah-minded like me, right? You want to be with like-minded people that are on a Jannah path. And those are going to be the people that help you win. Those are going to be the people that help you succeed. You're going to find those people in the MSA. You have to involve your life and keep yourself busy with things that give you spiritual satisfaction, right? That you've worked hard towards goals, that on a spiritual level, now you've eaten the fruit from that expedition that you've accomplished together as a team. And alhamdulillah, you'll feel the reward for your work and your effort, and you'll feel the closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? The MSA is the organization for you when you're in university to be a part of and to help promote and to help be involved in, to give yourself a way to exercise your iman, right? Your iman needs also exercise. It can't just be something that is dormant only to yourself and nobody else is, basically a part of your life as an ummah. Our ummah is interconnected, right? We practice the religion as groups and as teams and as, together. So ultimately, the MSA is the best place for you if you're in school, if you're in university. It's an automatic thing. All Muslims should be involved in the MSA on some level, and whichever level you can, work in. It's a no-brainer. So I encourage all of you to join and to strive to, come out of university intact with your iman and stronger than when you went in. You don't have time to waste. You have to be in a state of development at all times. And you don't want to have to clean up your mess and have whatever addictions now you might have. And you have all these chains now that are going to pull you harder back, right? As you're trying to move forward in life, right? Muslims only really succeed when they have their iman, right, with them. That's the only time Allah will give us victory, right? Because this is a sign of love from Him to us. If Allah gave us success while we were doing haram, what kind of misguidance do you think He would be blessing you with in that case, right? It's not the case. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is letting you see what your actions are producing in this world so that you can change in time for the year after. And this is the love from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon us. It's not His punishment. It's His way to guide us back to the truth, right? If I was building a building and I was able to get away with using half of, say, the concrete mix, right, or half of the aggregate and save money and use more sand, and it had no problem on the foundation, it had no problem on the first story, and I got 30 stories to go, right? What would I rather see happen? Would I rather see this faulty mix crumble after the first story or after the 29th story ready to build the last one, right? You don't want your structure to crumble at the end of your life, guys. That's the worst time to face a breakdown. You understand? You want to face your issues, your problems, your mistakes, your deficiencies early, and so you can fix them. You can get stronger from them. You can build yourself at an early age. You don't want to wait to be tested with the trial of your life at the very end of the game. When you're not prepared, you're not ready, you'll fail, right? And we can't afford to fail. So join the MSA, get started off right, and stay away from the path of the shaitan. It has only devastation waiting for you to take place, and we don't have time for that, right? Time is getting shorter and shorter and shorter as it already is. You have a lot to accomplish, so I pray that you'll get an early start and hold on to your iman and have a great start into your life. Jazakallah khair. Salaamu Alaykum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh.